That is my computer. Hi. So I did a thing. When I was building this, I didn't do my research. Corsair software doesn't talk to Gigabyte boards, but it sure talks to Asus board.
Hi, K70. Hi, Asus Tough.
So I'm gonna swap my board out while I can still return it. First, this beauty gets unplugged. Okay, now unscrew. And comes out. Set that aside. Going to unplug everything. Now to unscrew everything with that. And that comes out. I don't know. I think it is prettier, honestly. Gonna remove my M2 drive. Beep, beep, beep. Put the pretty plate on. Take out all my poopy RAMs. Put them in the new one. Now to touch my processor. It's AMD's thermal paste. I don't like it. Now for the scary part. Alright, very good. I can now set that IO shield in. Alright. So IQ still doesn't see, but whatever.
Past month, I've been getting anonymous love letters from another TikTok creator. Every single note I've gotten, they've given me a hint on who they are. Yesterday, I finally got note 10. With every story comes a twist, and in this one, this is it. Your bags are packed and ready. Everyone's kept the secret steady. Your friends and family helped out. It's a lot longer than what I can read on TikTok. But the end says, be ready by 5, your mom will drive. Breakfast is essential and always beneficial. Be at the gates by 8, you don't want to be late. First, you'll stop in Charlotte. You'll get coffee, I'm already calling it. You have a 2-hour delay, but soon will be on your way. Your flight lands at noon. I'll see you in Tampa soon. With the note came a plane ticket. My flight left at 7 this morning. I'd actually be landing in Tampa right now. As much as I would absolutely love to go to Florida and meet him and his family, there's just so much work put into this. And now I'm not even going. It wouldn't really be fair for me to go, have fun, and everyone else is stuck at home. So I'm sorry for everyone who's been keeping up with this story just to find out that I'm not even going. And I'm also really sorry for one of the sweetest people in the world making quarantine a little more fun. Thank you, Brayden.
I can't believe how many people think I'm faking this when it's literally so easy to do. Phone, straw, tape. Congratulations, you just made a talk box. Now pick your favorite instrumental video. Mine is Daft Punk. No words, no singing in it, just the instruments. No singing! How about that? And then I can't remember the lyrics, so I have them pulled up over here on my computer. And then just mouth the words. Don't sing it. Just mouth the words, because this is doing the sound for you. So. You don't even have to do the words. You can just meow like a cat if you want to.
So this, I am embarrassed to say, is my keyboard. It's in desperate need of cleaning, and I questioned even showing you guys this because it's embarrassing, but here it is. So when I clean mechanical keyboards deeply, I take every key off and just don't look at this, just don't look. My cats shed a lot, and I eat a lot. Yeah, so I'm first just using compressed air to blow it all off, and then I'm going to need a lot of isopropyl alcohol. I get my trusty toothbrush, and I start brushing away, and that helped a good bit, but I still wasn't satisfied, so I moved on to Q-tips, and the Q-tips are going to help a lot because I can scrub more. Now I'm just using some soapy Windex to wipe it all down, and those are gross, and one more blow off, and I'm happy with the board. Now I'm going to clean every key individually, and it's done, finally, just like new.
On today's menu, we're making ice cream crepes. All you really need is the batter, which is a combination of flour, eggs, a little bit of vegetable oil, almond milk, a little of salt. And to really spice things up and bring in that flavor, we're gonna add some vanilla extract. Give that a really good mix, and now it's time to cook, okay? Get yourself a small pan on low heat, and we're just gonna straight butter the surface area. And from that point, take a ladle full of batter, just pour it in the pan, you know? Really simple stuff, you know, from a professional standpoint. The best advice I can give you, honestly, is to fill the bottom of the pan with batter at one time. Check up on it, and once you get a nice brown like this, we're basically gonna flip it over onto a plate. Let's go! My first crepe! Now from this point, you can really just do whatever you want. I'm just gonna fill mine up with some Nutella, bananas, and that's how you make the ugliest crepe I've ever seen in my goddamn life, okay? Hideous. We're just gonna fix that by adding powdered sugar, strawberries, chocolate syrup, and vanilla ice cream. Let's go! This is hands down my favorite dessert in the entire world. Perfect for this weather, okay, because it is getting very hot. I don't even have an AC.
Everyone Everyone keeps asking, Tabitha, what's the worst date you've ever been on? Let me tell you. 'Twas a warm summer day, and Tabitha had just left class. Suddenly, one of the boys from her childhood slid into her DMS. No, DMs. DMs. Asked me if I wanted to go out for ice cream. We go to Brahms, we sit down, having a conversation, but then I start to get a weird vibe. So just to be safe, I wrapped it up. To be safe, she wrapped it up. You wrapped what up? The date, you nasty. So he starts driving me home. Long, awkward silence. Quietness. The poor guy didn't know what to say. It's like he didn't know what to say. So then he asks me, want to see a picture of my dog? I would love to see a picture. He gets his phone out. I lean in. Then, oh heavens, oh gosh. He clicks on his photo album, and all my swimsuit photos are in an album labeled Tab. I was like, oh gosh, what's he doing with my pictures? And he was doing exactly what I thought he was doing. He said he had to show them to his grandma because he wanted to get his cousins the same swimsuit. What a man. Anyways, we're engaged. I'm just kidding, we never talked again.
Sean, teach me a magic trick.
I got you. I'm about to teach you how you can take any ring, take it right off, and throw it right back on.
What?
To do this, it's actually really easy. You're not taking off the ring. All you're doing is you're coming over your hand, and you're switching the two fingers like that, and then when you throw it up, you just switch it again. In the front, it looks like this. You pretend to take it off. It's really right there, and just like that.
Sean, teach me a magic trick.
I got you. I'm about to teach you how you can take a phone and literally put it inside of a balloon, just like that. To do this, it's actually really easy. All you need to do is blow up the balloon, and all you do is you push the phone against the balloon. When you do so, it traps the phone inside, and it looks like it's inside the balloon.
Sean, teach me a magic trick.
I got you. I'm about to show you how you can flick cards out of a deck.
What?
To do this is actually really easy. Take your index finger, push your card down, and it'll flick up. When you time it right, it looks cool. Also, huge thank you for almost 10 million followers. You all are awesome.
Terrifying me powerful websites, part 3. You guys, I feel dirty. So a lot of times when people buy a webcam, they just put it on the internet on a channel that you can actually access because they don't protect it with a passcode or anything, which is actually really bad for them. But when it's on the internet, there's a certain model that has a certain string in its identifier, and you can search for that by searching in title, in quotes, webcam XP5. This is just for this model. And a really discouraging number of things come up. Great. All of these are webcams that are just open to the internet. Oh, there's literally people moving around. The owners of these webcams may or may not know that I can see everything that they are doing. But as you can see, it also gives me their IP address, so I could literally just go on Shodan and look it up if I wanted to know more about them. My point with all of this is that there is a lot of stuff on the internet about all of us that we don't necessarily know that we've given away. Any internet-connected device is vulnerable. There's no privacy anymore. Protect your data.
In honor of my 6 million followers, I'm making grilled cheese sandwiches. Need some bread, Pam so the bread won't stick, and a spatula to flip these jokers. Instead of cheese, I decided to go with Skittles. Separate the yellow Skittles, or do you want the little bitty yellow? Yellow, 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 yellow. Let's pour the Skittles onto the bread. Oh, that looks good. Pop some covers on. Spray the pan. Flame on. Flip them bad boys. Woo, 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 woo. Look at that Skittles cheese. Woo. Masterpiece. Let's open the bread and see what we got. Woo. Woo. Thank you so much for the love, y'all. It's actually not that bad.
Bro, she kind of fire.
Bro,
she kind of
she
fire.
is
I can't even
bad.
hold you. I kind of want to go say something, but she look racist. She kind of look racist.
Bro, go up there. Stop being scary, dog. The worst thing she could say is no.
No, I mean,
Like, come on.
I'm going in, bro. Hey, shawty. I thought you looked good from over there, baby. What's good?
Hold on.
What?
Ew! You're shaped like an ice cream cone, my guy.
No, I don't.
Skedaddle
Do I look like an
scram.
ice cream cone?
I headbutt you like a rat.
All you was supposed to say was no. He said that you were just gonna say
you
no.
look like the type of dude to wear booty shorts.
Bro, you said
You're
you was
shaped
gonna
like the
say
cinnamon
no.
stick off Apple
That
Jacks.
was it.
Bro, you look like off-brand George Lopez.
Why are you still going?
Shut up.
Cups of the rose.
Here's another day in the life of my cat Marley. First thing in the morning, he's always ready for food and he'll do anything he possibly can to get me up, including putting his paw on my face and staring at me. And then here's him getting his breakfast, licking his lips, and then coming back to the bed to make some biscuits before taking his post-breakfast nap. Then after his nap, he stares at himself in the mirror as usual, just making sure he looks cute for the day. And then after that, he's ready to play. So he plays for a little while, and then after playing for a while, it was time for hydration, so here's him drinking out of a mug with his face on it. You can get it at vardice.com and search for Marley Malin, or you can click the link in my bio. And then he headed to his favorite chair and started cleaning himself. He ended up cleaning my hand a little bit, and then fell asleep for his second nap of the day. And then after his nap, he stretched a little bit and stared out the window, and then he played some more, cleaned himself, hydrated some more, and then it was time for dinner. Here's him eating his dinner, and then after dinner he caught the zoomies, so here's him playing with my computer charger, and then playing with a laser, and then playing with the trash can, and then once he used all his energy up, he was ready for bed, so here's him getting some pets, and he's out for the night. That's another day in my cat's life.
You know what's a big guilty pleasure of mine right now? There is this whole category of dudes who are using this sound that's like, sup bruh, I'm the alpha, and they're lifting up the shirts being like, sup bruh, I'm the alpha. And then there's this whole other delicious category of dudes who are like, if you have to use this sound and be like, sup bruh, I'm the alpha, you're not the alpha, you're the beta, because an alpha doesn't have to tell the world that it's an alpha, it's just an alpha, and I'm an alpha. I know. It's so cute. They don't realize that an alpha would just go bloop, 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 and scroll right past that shit and carry on with their day. You're right. A lion doesn't have to tell the world that it's a lion. It just is a lion. And you know what you are? You are a beta fish. And it's so cute.
Okay, so I keep seeing people do this trend with apple juice. Apparently, if you bite into the bottle, it sounds exactly like an apple. So, we're gonna test that. I went to my redneck Hicktown Hillbilly Walmart, tied my horse up, and I went inside. Couldn't find this apple juice anywhere. Never mind, I'll improvise. So I come across this, the only game you had during a pandemic. See if this works on all apple juices. Moment of truth. So this was not what I was expecting. I don't know what the hype is about the apple-shaped apples. So I just got this to be a smartass, and like, cause my store doesn't have it, but listen to this. Like, seriously, it's just the plastic like crackling. What if you could do it on anything?
Random things in my smart home that just make sense. Part 2. If I forget to turn out the lights, or in case I get lazy, all of the lights in the house are automatic. Foyer. Every room has a sound system that plays different music if you want. So if I play Michael Jackson in here, we can play a totally different vibe. Let's see what's playing at the pool. Oh, I just stepped into a whole nother vibe. If I have a hot date and she wants to go to the movies, but we can't because of coronavirus, I just go upstairs and we can watch any movie that she likes.
911. Put the phone down slowly. This isn't gonna end well. Yeah, for you. No, for you. You're not really in the position to be making those kind of statements right now, are you, buddy? And now, neither are you. Place the gun on the ground. Okay. Too easy. Not as easy as your wife. Now put the gun down. Actually, you put the gun down. On the contraire, you need to put the gun down. Surprise, it's opposite day. Oh, and don't worry about anybody placing a gun to my head. The guy behind me has arthritis in his hands. They might be a little shaky, but they still work. Seriously? Doesn't it hurt holding the gun? Indeed it does, but luckily right now I feel a hand cramp coming on, which will relieve some of my pain. Wait, what happens when you get hand cramps? Well, my whole hand seizes up and all of my fingers are forced closed. And I understand now what you're trying to tell me, my friend, but unfortunately...
We just ordered the world's biggest pizza. Look at this.
The pizza is so big, it's on top of the smart car.
Jesus, dude. I was looking at the smart car. I was like, what the fuck is on top of that thing? It's like 100 pounds.
Through the front door, doesn't fit. Okay, go around. Oh my god. Dude, this is fucking ginormous. This is a big fucking pizza.
Oh, wow.
Oh my fucking goodness.
Goodness, dude. Oh my god. It's so overwhelming.
Give me back my phone.
Bro, I don't care. I'm trying to go viral.
I don't care about your little TikToks. Give me back my phone.
I'm about to drop it, bro.
I'm not gonna talk to you. Don't drop it. Yo, don't. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh. No, pick it up.
No, it's gone now.
Yo, oh.
Let this be a reminder that there really are monsters out there. In 2007, a woman living right near a prison in California got home late one night and went right to bed. Around midnight, she woke up to footsteps on her first floor, assumed it was her roommate, so she goes downstairs to say hi. She yells out to her roommate, who doesn't say anything, and then in walks this giant man who she doesn't recognize. She runs upstairs, jumps in her closet into the crawl space, and hides. As she's helplessly tucked away in this little crawl space, trying not to make any sound, all she hears is this giant man sprinting around her house, running into walls, flipping furniture, and screaming in frustration because he can't find her. Finally, after several hours, she slowly opens the crawl space back up, crawls out, and gets her phone off the nightstand and calls police. As she's telling the police her story, she describes the person who had broken in, and they stop her and say, "Ma'am, go back in the crawl space and stay there. We'll be there as soon as we can." It turned out a 6'11" convicted murderer had escaped the prison and was still on the loose.
Excuse me. From what? Are you paying attention? Paying attention to what? What I'm saying. What are you saying? Okay, now you're just being a smartass. I don't think that my ass is that smart, but I mean, if you see so. Where's your textbook? Oh, it's at home. What's it doing there? I don't know. I don't usually ask it what it does when it's at my house. Where's your homework? Where's my test? I have other students' tests to grade that actually pay attention. I have other teachers' homework to do. Teachers that actually can do their job. Do you want to leave my class? I would love to. Thank you.
My sister tried to put her lashes on by herself. This is the lash glue she just used. A little something like this.
1 hour prior.
There are multiple different things that guys... What? I'm video... Disclaimer, I didn't believe her because she always messes with me. Wait. Put your head up. Maddie. Sorry, it's not funny. I know. Wait. Was I not supposed to do that?
Do not swallow, do not get in eyes. Oh, that's just freaking great.
It's burning.
I don't know if I'm supposed to like pull this off.
No. Ew.
I have one I got one lash off. Her lash.
Wait, can you try to open it?
Okay, so we got one I opened. Oh. Okay, go.
Final end update. She's okay. Are you okay?
I'm gonna turn on the light. All right? Hello? 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 Okay. I heard something. Nothing? Is anyone there? Whoa, Jesus!
This pussy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a 1v1 situation going down right now. As you would, please give your attention to Cruz as she tries to clutch this fucking
He's
round.
going bomb,
I can't
bomb.
believe it. He's dropped the fucking smoke bomb like it's 19/420. Now it's right here. Boom to the base and he goes down. Let's go ahead and take a look at that motherfucking kill cam.
Earlier today, when I opened TikTok, I decided to go to my friend's TikTok page because he's funny as hell and I wanted a good laugh. For some strange reason, something in my head told me to check who he's following. So I did. But then I noticed something that piqued my interest. I saw he follows my mother, which is weird because they've never had a conversation and they never talk about each other. In that moment, my curiosity got the best of me, so I decided to go to my mom's page to see if she followed him. I was beyond shocked when I found out my mom follows him too. I was determined to get answers, so I decided to call my mom to find out why she follows him. When she didn't answer, I decided to try John. And when he picked up, I just asked him in a kind of joking way, what made you want to follow my mom? Funny thing is, he didn't actually say anything. He just made a bunch of weird, strange faces before the phone mysteriously clicked off. I was about to call him back, but then suddenly a memory popped into my head. Back in November, me and my friend made this video. It was a joke. Winner gets to clap the loser's mom. I lost. But surely that can't be what's happening, right? 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 You know what? It's time for revenge. Guess whose mom I just added on TikTok? Stay tuned.
Hey, hold on, you seen these apple juices on TikTok? No. Alright, bro, suppose if you bite into them, it sounds like an apple, and you bite into an apple. Try it. Oh my god. That's cool.
Why isn't it working, bro?
Mine's working. I don't know what's wrong with yours.
It ain't working, bro!
I don't know. You must have something wrong with yours, bro. Ow, bro, no!
What are you two doing? Stop that.
No, no, don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. No, no, don't touch me there. No, no, don't. Hey, whoa, whoa! Hey, I am sick of you disrespecting my no-no square! This elevator is my no-no square. No, no, don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
I'm going to show you some really useful iPhone tips, part 4. So the first one is for when you're typing in any app. If you hold down on the spacebar, it works as a trackpad so you can go back to a word you might have made a mistake on and get rid of it. Next, if you hold down on the globe in the keyboard and then move it to the left or to the right, it will nudge your keyboard in that direction so you can use it with one hand. This is really useful if your phone is really big. Next is to stop taking photos of notes and documents with your camera because it just doesn't look good. Instead, hold down on the Notes app, click Scan Document, and scan it this way. This makes your notes look so much better.
Hey Isla, if someone's guessing at our safe word, don't get in their fucking car. I go, how about Priscilla? That's our dog. She goes, are you even thinking? I go, what do you think it should be? She didn't even miss a beat. She goes, how about motherfucker? Think about it, Dad. No one's gonna say motherfucker to a kid. I was like, motherfucker it is, motherfucker. And that was our safe word until I had to change it because I knew I was gonna say it on stage. But one of our friends had to pick him up, Stephen Fromkin. I go, hey, heads up, our safe word's motherfucker. He's like, I can't say that to your kids. I was like, good luck getting Isla home. She's been waiting for this day. He pulls up, Georgia jumps in the car like she's trying to get molested. Isla's locked down. What's our safe word? She's known this guy 8 or 9 fucking years. It's our safe word. He's like, I know it, and I'm not saying it out loud. It's a bad word. She's like, then I'm not getting in your car. He's like, Isla, the safe word is motherfucker. She looks at him dead serious in front of all the teachers and goes, I can't hear you.
When it comes to 1-year-old Isaiah, Amir, you are not the father.
Just come right in here, okay? Mm-hmm. So lay your head right into my forearm. Very good. So just relax the shoulder here. Okay, I'm just gonna come up. Just relax for me. Deep breath in. All the way out. Drop that shoulder down. Just relax the head. Relax, relax. Very good.
Is there something you want to tell me?
No. What? About what?
Is there something you want to tell me?
You look very good today.
Anything else?
There's one protein bar left. You had the entire package of them, and you're not getting the last one too. I'm serious. No, I get one.
Did you hide a protein bar
Yes,
from me?
and this is the last one. You ate the entire box.
Joke!
Why are you recording? You're still not getting it.
Excuse me. Welcome back to another video, my Donald Ducks. Today we're going to be looking at a little bit of my poetry. But before we do that, go ahead and like and subscribe and make sure you build a little wall around that notification bell. But we'll jump right into it. Frankly, the poem is called The Bigliest Red. And very smart title when you think about the poem and some of the greater meanings that people are looking at. But so without further excuses, the poem goes like this. Roses are red, and some are not so red. Some are very red, and I know some of the reddest roses, but roses are red.
Hey, babe. What's your body count?
What for?
Like the amount of people you've slept with.
Oh, I thought you found the basement.
What?
What?
Yo, y'all about to freak out. When I put my shades down, they make this crazy sound. Tell me what this reminds you of. Watch, listen. That's crazy.
You're a
lying piece of shit!
Duchess, baby,
Don't
come
you
on.
fucking
No,
Duchess
no,
me!
baby, I'm sorry.
Don't you Duchess
Baby,
me!
I'm sorry.
Do you
Just
really think
yeah.
that I don't know what you're up to? You're a father now, Jordan?
Yeah.
You're a father now.
I know.
And you're still acting like an infant!
Cher, get in here.
What's up, Daddy?
What the hell is that?
A dress.
Says who?
Calvin Klein.
It looks like underwear. Go upstairs and put something over it.
I was just going to.
Story time. When I was young, my only dream was to find buried treasure. I even dug up my mom's backyard as a kid and got my ass whooped. Now that I'm grown, I can live out my fantasy. I decided to buy a metal detector. I bought the whole shebang. My trusty baby digger. You had to have a pinpointer. A mini shovel that I love so much. Some headphones so I can hear when I find my booty. And of course, my beautiful metal detector. Since we stuck inside, I said, why not do some detecting around my own house for fun? First, I roamed around in my backyard to see if my detector worked. Oh, it's working. After spending an hour of searching and finding nothing but a few coins in a water hose pipe, I realized that the only thing original on my property was the old tree in the front. Well, I focused on that damn tree and my metal detector started going crazy. I started to dig vigorously around that tree. Then I hit something. I pulled out my baby digger and did more detailed digging. I saw the top of what looked like a golden can. It looked old. I didn't know what it was. Maybe it's a time capsule from the people who used to own the property. I used every muscle in my body to try to get it open, but it wouldn't budge. I smashed it against the tree. I felt it loosen, and when it finally opened, you'll never guess what was inside.
Good morning, my neighbors! Hey, fuck you! Yes! Yes! Fuck you too!
I think y'all could use some tips. I'm skinny, I'm winning, and all you bitches are
Gorgeous. Fucking beautiful. It's insane.
अब नहीं करना।
सॉरी मजाक कर रहे थे यार।
It's always the people who act super innocent, like, oh my god, I'm baby, that end up being the horniest little freaks you will ever meet. And you're not allowed to argue with me on this one because I'm baby.
The giant horse cock weighs over 11 pounds.
The fucking what?
Hey baby, can I go ahead and head over? Because I need to get... What? Why are you... Is she still...
No. What the fuck was that?
Bless you.
Thank you.
Alright, so this is when you buy queens. This is how they come. They come in a little box made of wood. Get off. And you can see it in there. These bees are protecting it, feeding it, and keeping it alive during its shipment. They come in boxes like this, double stacked side to side so they can breathe. It's quite easy to install them. You simply open up the hive, just give it a crack, place it inside facing down so that when they come out, it just goes straight into the hive. Squeeze it a little, keep it tight, and then you can close it up. Now you put it down because on the inside, that is sugar. What that bee's eating is some sort of sugar mixture that the bees love to eat. So once they eat it, then the bee queen can come out of that tube. And that's just about how long it takes for them to get used to her scent. Come back for part.
Oh! Hi. How do you get in here? I used a hammer. What do you mean you used a hammer? I broke your door down. You broke my... I love you.
Story time. I got these rusty ass workout bars. Let me show you. The problem with home gyms is many people don't like to work out in the same environment that they live. So I decided to put a gym outside. I built a gazebo, bought all the necessary weights and equipment that I needed, and bam! I was in action. Problem is, sometimes we get lazy, and instead of re-racking our weights, we'll just leave them in the grass. On occasions, we get rain. You leave the weights in the grass, they're gonna get rusty. But I'm gonna beat this rust. Most people use wire brushes and be scrubbing all day, but I decided to go with a power drill and some wire brush drill bits. I locked my drill bits into my power tool and began scrubbing. The rust began to come off immediately. The comparison between the rusty bar and the buffed bar was night and day. And when I needed to get up close and personal, I put on my cheap-ass trusty goggles and did a spin maneuver to speed up the process. Soon my entire bar was cleared of rust. I wiped it down with paper towels, then grabbed my trusty can of rust-resistant spray paint. I'm going with black. I sprayed the entire bar black, and oh my god, it looks good. So if your equipment ever gets rusty, don't throw it out. Just do exactly what I did.